Uh,
Welcome back. Welcome back, WNYWaterCooler.com podcast. We got Steve, the host, and we got Mike, the co-host,
what's up, Jan man?
walking his dog. Uh,
That is, that's how I do it.
wow, our fans are a fucking joke. Die Hard's my fucking ass.
I knew you were gonna start with that. Obviously, I was sitting on my couch watching the game, so I can't really. I don't blame anyone for leaving. Sunday night, people got to get up early in the morning. You don't want to be sitting in traffic at 1 a.m. The
Yeah,
chances that we were gonna win were low, and it was
if
regular.
only they knew when the game started and ended. It sucks. It's not something that people are aware of before the game starts.
Well, I think people were I mean, the chances that we were gonna win were very small. People made you know, calculated risk and it backfired. I'm sure many of
Well,
them
so
regret.
what? So what if? Okay, so what if we lost by a field goal? Wouldn't it still been worth it to stay?
I was in our house watching the game, so I can't, I'm not going to rip anyone who left early.
They should all be they revoke their season tickets, revoke their Bills Mafia diehard fan. My fucking ass. You're not diehard.
Re,
You're you're a little bit sleepy the next day instead of what? Not sleepy at all. I mean, you're gonna be tired anyways. What's the difference between a half hour?
Did you watch our defense the first 3.5 quarters? I'm
Yeah,
surprised as many people stayed to the end of the game that did.
pathetic. Yeah, never heard of a comeback.
Nah, it wasn't like the game was really. I mean, we were
It was a two
losing, but
score game.
yeah, it was never more than it was never more than that. So I never thought the game was over.
I mean,
So
I just thought I'm going to stay until we're down three scores or there's like a minute left. I mean, I don't know. I just don't really get it, but whatever. So defense looks absolutely like shit. The offense looked like shit
terrible.
in the first half.
Shit.
The offense, we ran the ball in second and two, third and one, second and one.
Yeah, we definitely hate calling every second and one. We're just trying to get 3 yards.
I don't
We
get that.
never. Yeah, I don't either. Second and one, you can call any play in your entire playbook, and we always seemingly are only trying to get the first down. That is one, I think, fair criticism of the offense. But I thought they played well pretty much the whole game. They moved the ball, and we get in these second and third and shorts. That's the only time where we seem to like have trouble getting yards. So that is one thing that I don't know, but that's how they do it, though. That's not going to change. I don't think they've
No,
been like
probably won't.
that. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know why it took 58 minutes of game time for Allen to throw a nice pass. Finally, he finds Palmer on that one.
58 minutes. What are you talking?
Well, I guess, I mean,
I
he
mean, he
played
did
all right.
throw. He did it. He did throw for 251 yards in the fourth quarter alone. Is that a record? I don't know. That seems like there couldn't have
I
been
think
that
we would
many.
have heard if it was a record.
Yeah, that's crazy. Um, but
I don't
I
know
mean,
if if is it worse? Is it worse Baltimore loss or better Bills survival? I think in the end it's probably going to be a more important win for us. But I mean, the Ravens they just find these ways to lose. I mean, they're up. Part of the reason, yeah, they lose these big leads because they're up big more than other teams. But still, there's something
yeah.
that's going on there.
Well, they got conservative. I mean, they when we were it was 40-25, and we punted the ball to them, and we hadn't stopped them all game at all. And then they went three and out. I can't remember the play sequence uh there, but they went three and out and punted it back. And their last three drives were punt, fumble, punt, and they only got one first down in that Lamar run where they actually let him run right before the Henry fumble. But they got conservative on offense. I think that's really what happened. They
And
stopped trying.
the other part of it was, I mean, their GR hosts are like, oh, Henry, what Derrick Henry wasn't tired. His last four runs were -2 yards, 3 yards, -2 yards and a fumble, and then 1 yard. Or his last four plays were like nothing. And Lamar said he had cramps at the end of the game. That's why they punted on the last drive.
Yeah, which is
So
pretty crazy actually. But I, that's that to me isn't getting talked about enough. Like, I mean, they could have lined up to try and draw us offside, use one of their timeouts, like had his cramps get dealt with, and like ran a play. Like that is a weird excuse to just like people are just like okay with it. I don't know.
why would
That
that
was
even be
weird to me.
mentioned? I would
Imagine if
never
Josh
want.
Allen was like, oh, right.
Yeah, I
Imagine if
would
we lost the game because we punted and Josh Allen was like, oh, I was cramping. He'd be getting killed for that.
by me
So
definitely. I mean, I'm surprised that he would even say that he was cramping. I mean,
yeah,
I didn't. I mean, I don't follow Baltimore minute by minute shit, but I doubt that people knew that other than like the trainer and coach.
didn't Anthony Richardson like take himself out of a game last year and got
Yeah, the old helmet
like
tap. I would do that too if I was tired. Fuck,
but
I
that's
need a
basically
rest.
what he did, isn't it?
Seemingly, I mean, I didn't read too much about it because I just don't care that much. But I heard it was mentioned that he was cramping, and that was part of the impetus for punting on 4th and 3 instead of trying to just end the game.
He said it himself in his press conference. There's really
Yeah,
not much of a difference between that and between Richardson saying he came out because he was tired. Honestly, if you think about it, but except the Jackson one, it was in a much more critical, part of the game. And it didn't Harbaugh. I don't know now for sure, but I feel like Harbaugh might have said something too, like, "Oh, we definitely thought about it, but I don't know." But regardless, it's possible he was getting tired, but we also were selling out to stop the run at that point, and that's why they could have like done anything. We couldn't stop them. Pass, run. I don't know. It was like they were like, all right, well, this game's over. We're just going to run it and punt. And you can't do that with an offense that can score in 2 minutes
but not to mention they
against
just
an
got
offense.
dealt. I mean, they got shredded the last two drives too. I mean, yeah, sure we score. I mean, that touchdown tip was got to be one of the luckiest fucking plays ever, and on 4th down. It was just like such a surreal thing because it was so quick and there's like no one around me in the stadium. I'm like hugging these random friggin'
No,
old couple. They're like, yeah, well, we paid a lot for these tickets. This is our only game of the year we're staying. And I'm like, I'm telling them, I'm like, this is our 93 comeback game. And it was a very bizarre end. It was so quick. It's like boom, 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 boom. What? Game
yeah,
over.
it was quick. It was like, look, the touchdown, fumble touchdown happened in like 2 minutes of real time, it seemed. And then they went three and out and we just got the ball back. It was probably like 5 minutes of actual time on the clock, like 5 actual minutes went by the time it was
Yeah.
40, that fourth down catch and us having the ball, like driving for the winning field goal. Yeah, it was super fast. And I don't know. And I thought Baltimore screwed up the end of the game too. Like there's a
I was
lot
nervous the way we did it too, where we're running him out there. But I mean, you don't want to have to
that,
kick the ball off and
no,
have any time, but
I mean, they had 30 seconds to execute that, which is plenty of time. I mean, they were lined up. I mean,
yeah.
they did it great. Prater, I felt very confident in Prater, which I never, we could talk about that later, I guess, but I never would have felt that confident in backs executing that. But, we
Yeah,
might have a
I've kind
kicker
of felt that too
controversy.
because this guy's like he's been here for 3 days. He doesn't know anyone or I mean he wants to make this kick, but he's thinking I'm not going to be here in 3 months.
Exactly.
You
No
know,
pressure at all. Yeah.
he's
It's like,
made
if
his
he,
kicks, he's
yeah,
made his money. It's just kind of I'll go out there and fuck with Baltimore, I guess.
he's 41. He's like, not gonna probably he's thinking like he's not gonna be on this team for that long. Like, okay, if I miss it, like whatever, I'm gonna be cut a week earlier than I would have otherwise. Like, I don't know. So yeah, it was like a no pressure um pick. But the Ravens, they called their timeouts to give us as much time as possible. Like if they called timeout with like, 15, 20 seconds left, they would have made us decide if we wanted to. We would have really had to rush it, or we would have had to kick a field goal right then and let them get the ball back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that they definitely didn't do the right thing, whatever they did.
I mean, it's not a usual or a common thing that comes up, but I don't know. But they executed it great, and I mean, kick was almost blocked. I think it went under Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I at the time I'm far away. I was on the other side of the stadium, but yeah, I saw replays the next day, and his hand like missed it by mere inches at most.
yeah, some are saying he might have nicked it a little bit, but it was well, needless to say. But when you two scores, it's all it takes is one turnover and you get a tie game, and that's what happened. So it was never you know that game. Two scores in the league these days can flip real quick. So,
And
but
it's kind of funny how if we made the 2 point conversion and it was tied, it would have played out differently. Like it probably is more likely we would have lost.
oh, definitely, 100%. But how many of these types of games have we lost? I feel like every time we lose, it's like these are the types of games we lose. Like just weird games where afterwards it's like, how? I guess maybe Ravens fans think the same way, but we've been on the wrong side of games
Lose
like
off.
that so many times.
I love
I
when there's
know.
lose off. And it early. I mean, it's a preview for whoever's going to lose in 4 months. So
I
KC will
hope we don't.
sneak in as a
I hope.
wild card and fucking beat
Uh,
everybody.
I hope we avoid Baltimore somehow. It's not a team that we want to see in January.
Definitely,
Although,
no, I don't want to see that team. But
yeah,
other than the idea that they choke a lot, I mean,
yeah, they're as a Bills fan, you have to be hoping that they're the worst matchup we could have because otherwise our defense is in a lot of trouble. I think they are. I've been saying it for 3 years now, five maybe, but they're lucky they have some time here against some lesser competition to try and figure things out because I don't know where they can turn. And that was one of the worst performances I've ever seen. That's saying a lot for them.
but the other thing is we're going into the game and we see the Jets lose, we see the Dolphins get smoked, we see the Patriots lose embarrassingly, and it's like, are we going to be clinching this division by Thanksgiving this year? Like, I mean,
Isn't
the Jets. We'll talk about that game, which I mean, I don't know, we'll see. But this division is just putrid.
hopefully, yeah. Didn't we clinch week 11 last year?
It was like December 3rd. It was early. It was, I
Yeah.
think, the week after Thanksgiving.
We clinched. It's like I mean, we were chasing the one seed last year, but we always needed KC to like lose. Well, after we lost to the Rams, it was like we were alive, but not really. So I felt like the last like three games of the season last year, Detroit, Jets, whoever else we played after that, was like almost meaningless. I don't know. It was weird. Like we were sort of locked into the two seed, it seemed, for like three or 4 weeks.
Yeah, there was not much movement we could have.
We had 2 game lead on the Ravens, I think. So
Yeah,
yeah,
after the Chiefs just kept winning by like half a point for a month straight. Like,
yeah. Regression to the mean. They've been due for 2 years, and maybe it's about to occur.
well, let's see. They have the Eagles coming up, and
They got some
then
tough games. They got the Lions soon. They
I'm not. We'll see about the Lions. I mean, they're still a pretty good team, but
right, right, yeah. I mean, who knows how good they are, but
yeah,
um,
Giants. Then they have the Ravens at the end of the month. I mean, at Giants, no, that's a loss. Then they at Jags and Lions at home, Raiders, Washington, and then they come to our barn. They got. I mean,
they
that's a
will.
lot of good teams.
Yeah, they're. We'll see. We'll see how Sunday goes for them. That'll tell a lot, I think.
Jets. I mean, I saw some of the game. I was in the. There's a 1 o'clock. I saw a good chunk of it. I mean, Justin Fields. I mean, they put up a lot of points, but they gave up a lot of points. So
Dude, there's no way to know week one what any of that means. I mean, you have how many years of Fields sucking, and I, I still believe in that more likely than one game. Remember the Saints last year? The first 2 games, they scored like 90 points. I don't know if they
yeah,
scored 90 the last 15. So I still think the Jets. I still would expect the Jets to be a top five pick in the draft next year. And
I'm
in
not sure if they'll be
those,
top five, but I mean the Steelers had a weird offseason. They had their two best defensive players held out or held in, whatever the fuck you say. Like the whole season, the whole off season, the whole training camp, pretty much. They wanted new contracts.
they,
Uh,
the Steelers might stink too. I mean, Rodgers was terrible last. Well, I mean, he wasn't. I guess he was just not that good. I don't know. It was a pretty weird game. I mean, it was like the opposite of what I was expecting. I would have never guessed there'd be 65 points scored or whatever it was. But
I don't
I
think anyone
guess
would have guessed that.
I do feel like Garrett Wilson kind of owns us, and I feel like Brees Hall has kind of lit us up every time we played him. But um,
They do.
yeah,
Although I don't think Sauce Gardner's really done anything against us. And now he comes up with a hamstring thing.
well, I mean, we have injuries defensively that we need to. Uh,
Did Oliver really hurt his foot getting off a horse, or was that just like a joke?
I don't know how he hurt his foot. I saw that he was in a boot. The only thing, all you can really hope for is it was just like a normal, like low ankle, like he twisted it, then they just put it in the boot for extra precaution until he gets X-rays or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to know what that actually means. I mean, it doesn't seem. I feel like you'll see guys like after games in boots, and then they'll end up playing. But I didn't think he was even hurt. How are we getting so many guys hurt in practice?
Because they've been practicing
Like,
him hard because they fucking suck.
yeah. And then the only guy that actually had a decent game on defense gets hurt and hurts himself. It's like, I don't know. I mean, the defense, the safeties, major problem. Taylor Rapp is terrible. Like, Bishop, I mean, they all sucked. The backers, Bernard, I read that he, like, was looking like he was playing hurt, but I feel like that's the story of this guy's career. He's always hurt. And I don't know. What can we even do? Like, what cards can we even play on defense?
I have no idea. I mean,
Like
I thought the front
Hoyer?
seven would be decent, but I mean, I still think the Ravens, that's not a good barometer just because of their matchup against us. I mean, the problem is kind of that the Jets are analogous to the Ravens. So, I mean, that's a little worrying, but I think the Ravens, you kind of have to throw that game out. I mean, last year, well, that wasn't even one of our, we had a couple bad, horrible games against what, Rams and Lions and
Yeah, we've allowed 40 points in three of the last five regular season games we played, except for the week 17 game where we didn't, or last, the game we sat everyone. So the last five regular season games we tried, we've allowed 40 points, and we've scored 40 in all of them as well. So I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I thought the front seven would be all right, but
I actually thought the D line. I mean, it's hard to really make that argument, but I thought the D line actually had some flashes. I thought Bosa had some good rushes. Obviously, Oliver made some plays, but Jackson's just like an impossible guy to like sack. Like, I think Bosa would have had a couple sacks against like a normal quarterback. Um, so it's hard. But then when you have, if you get a rush and you don't sack them and you have no linebackers, safeties, anyone else that can do anything, it's going to get ugly for you. And the linebackers and safeties were nowhere to be found on these Henry runs.
oh, they're making business decisions out there. I mean, they're just like, I'm saving this for the spa day or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was embarrassing. It was a fucking embarrassment. And hopefully they're embarrassed and will come out and play a little bit better this week. But it's hard to really have much faith in them holding any team under 24 points right now.
Yeah, so looking at the box score of this Jets game, I mean, Fields, he he was 16 of 22 for 218.
Yeah,
He ran for 48. Well, he
yeah,
ran for two touchdowns too. Brees Hall had 107 rushing and he had 38 in the air.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, the Steelers are supposed to have a good defense too, but again, who really knows?
And then on the
Um,
flip side, Rodgers had 4 touchdown passes. I
but
think Allen can carve this team up, but they
look how
didn't rush the
many,
ball for shit.
look how many total yards the Steelers had,
Yeah, they didn't have that much.
like under 300. So they uh they scored right off a fumble on the kickoff. See the Jets cut that kick returner. Dude fumbles week one and they just axe him. Isn't that the dude who scored against us in overtime?
Yeah, he owned us, and the Giants picked him up today, so
I mean,
he keep his apartment.
Aaron Glenn is like, oh, it's never a rash decision. It's like, all right, so he's your starting kick returner week one, and then he fumbled once, and now he's off the team.
Yeah, that seems like a rash decision to me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there was more to it, then I don't know. You had a whole training camp. You like, you start him week one. You tell him you turn it over once, you're done. Like, I don't know. Just seemed weird to me. Whatever. So,
And the other thing, going to the Meadowlands, I feel like we always get spooked there for some reason. I mean, have we had a great win there, or like a big time win there recently? It seems like the games are always close.
like where we played like dominant. Last year we barely won.
Year before we
Uh,
lost.
Year before we lost on opening day. The year before that, 2021, 2021 we destroyed them. 2022, I can't remember
We
2022
lost
game.
that game. Allen had a couple picks.
Oh yeah,
It was
he had
super
yeah
close game.
yeah 2022 we um 2022
That's when Salah was like, "We got the receipts," I think,
yeah we
or maybe it
lost.
was
Allen had
after
a
this.
couple. Yeah, no, you're right. No, 20 we did lose that one. Yeah, 21. I think we played him in 21, the game after the Jaguars lost 9-6, and we scored like 47 points. That's probably the last time we like crushed them. But yeah, the last 3 years, but Salah's gone, man. I feel like Salah was a pretty good coach and defensive coach, and I don't know. Obviously, their defense did not play good last week. So I mean, I know yardage, whatever, but still allow 34 points. Granted, the kicker hit a 60-yarder.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And offensively, like I don't know how good their line is. What receivers do they have besides Garrett Wilson? Nobody. Like tight end, who do they got? It's going to be Hall and Field. So you just sell out to stop the run, double Garrett Wilson, and hope for the best. I don't know. Or put your superstar cornerback on Garrett Wilson if he's that good. Benford. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
just don't know how many.
I think Josh Reynolds is out. He was one of the receivers. He had 2 catches. Jeremy Ruckert, I never heard of that motherfucker. He had 2 catches. Mason Taylor was the young tight end. I think he's hurt too.
Yeah,
Uh,
you just got to sell out to stop the run. That's it, and make Fields throw on you. Get him into third down. So I don't know. I mean, these are the types of games where our defense usually plays pretty good. So against quarterbacks that aren't very good, and maybe we'll have some more success. But I don't know. They don't want to play these shootouts. They don't. The game's out of control when you have a quarterback who can bail you out, but it's so chaotic and volatile. There's like no control over. I don't know. They don't
well,
want to play games like that.
Jets definitely don't want a shootout. I mean, they're gonna want to, like you're saying, run the ball, get Fields in space. I mean,
Yeah,
are they capable of doing that? But
you just I would
spread's 6.5. Money's on the Jets. Total's 46.5.
money's on the Jets. What is it?
Well, it was. I don't know, it's tough to say. I mean, the spread opened. These opening lines, I never really know. When did
Like
it open? It opened seven
preseason?
and a half. Like, no, I think is that Sunday night? Is that Monday morning? And then the
Oh,
line shifts, so it's 6.5 minus 105. Um,
I mean, if the Bills beat the Jets, like, what's the over under?
46.5.
So what is that? 26-20 basically.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we beat the Jets 26-20, that would be viewed as like I bet you the takeaway would be like, wow, we did not play well.
It would be like, oh, the Jets are a pretty good team. I think if they keep it within a touchdown.
Yeah. So is that what Vegas thinks? The Jets are pretty good, or I don't know. It just seems like this spread should be more like 7.5, 8.
Well, I think it's the Sunday night game, late, big win. That probably shaves off a point.
Yeah, but you got yeah.
Division road game. They hate to have division games over 4.5 for the road team. There's like
Yeah,
that's a big thing in the NFL. Division games are almost always going to be less than 7.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So that being said, we'll give our predictions at the end, but um, uh, yeah, I don't know. I think I think Sunday night's game is the type of game where the defense should be like usually it's hard to get like embarrassed or humbled or whatever you want to say after a win, but I think it was so bad that it's like the might be the perfect storm of like the defense was smacked around. It's could be good for them, and we lucked out and got the win out of it. So I would expect the defense to play like and have an inspired performance this week. Now
I
they
mean,
they could.
the other side of it is they could just suck. I
That's
mean,
very
Bernard,
possible too.
I always like this guy because he makes plays, he gets turnovers, but
He recovers
I mean,
fumbles.
he seems undersized. Milano is just a walking cast. Uh, the other guy is just, oh well, he used to play for Carolina.
Shaq.
Yeah, and then we got a rookie corner. We got Christian Benford, who is just like, does that guy wear two of those friggin' like space helmets?
Holy
Hopefully.
shit! I know. I thought he was concussed Sunday. I don't know if you saw it on like
No, I
there, but
didn't see
he
shit.
he he made like a tackle and then he was like woozy after, but then he like stayed out there. I was waiting for the refs to like blow it dead because of like the whatever eye in the sky, whatever they call it, where someone in the booth like notices a concussion symptom. I'm like, he seemed like he got his bell rung again, but I guess not. But I don't
We
know.
need some thicker helmets on this in the secondary. I mean, we're counting on Cole Bishop and fucking Trey White now. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's we need Trey. Well, Braun didn't really do much, which is good, I guess. But rather see
Flowers is
him out
running
there.
wild. It's like dandelions in my yard, just going crazy out there.
Yeah, but he was no one was covering him.
Strategically unwise. Yeah.
Literally, like he was just wide open. Every like oh, just, he was just uncovered. I've never seen so many easier 30, 35 yard plays where there's no resistance whatsoever. Just
Yeah, it's
here
just
you
like
go.
he's coming across. I mean, Lamar buys time, so it gives them a little more time to develop. I mean, it's the same thing as Allen. I mean, there wasn't a lot of open receivers for him either, but you buy some time, and then you just see Flowers eventually streaking across the
Yeah.
field, and it's like, oh, yeah, sure, cool.
I know. Oh my God, it was terrible. That was just, but yeah, you're right. Like they could come out the defense play, inspired and just not be good, which I guess would be. I mean, if you follow up that performance and allow like 30 to the Jets, then I really don't know what you could do. I mean, the whole season's going to be shootouts. I mean, can you really win a Super Bowl with a bottom five defense in the league? I find it
Oh, oh, but
unlikely.
we got some rookie players in the secondary coming back, so I mean, shit,
Hancock.
anything's possible. Yeah.
I would throw Hancock out there. I mean, what like if they've been playing him at safety, just I don't know. Like Taylor Rapp was abysmal. I don't know. Just what's the risk here? You never know. I would play Poyer once he's like ready. He at least like knows what to do, and he's not afraid to make a hit.
Wasn't he hiking in the mountains like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not scared to make a hit because I mean, as long as the play's still going, he might make the hit on the next play. The guy's so fucking slow.
no, I don't. Yeah, I mean it's not ideal, but would you feel better with Poyer back there or Rapp? And I honestly don't know. I think it's a discussion to be had. I don't know what the better option is right now.
Well, I
But
don't see Poyer
I
possibly
don't
being
know.
ready to play for at least like 2 more weeks, but Lord knows he'll pull a hamstring or
Yeah, you're
some
probably
shit.
right about that. I mean, sure you're right. I'm sure you're right about that. Hope not. We're gonna need that man. He's fresh. He's fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
So, yeah,
Fresh off Social
yeah.
Security
Well,
fucking administration payouts.
well, the thing that is the worst part about this is everyone knew that safety was a problem, and we did nothing. We really didn't do anything to like fix it.
DeMar
So,
Hamlin, you got to keep him for some reason.
we just brought the same guys
Is he a
back.
mascot? Is he Billy Buffalo at halftime? What is his requirement to be on this fucking team?
They still must feel like they can't. But they didn't even have to cut him. His contract was up. They could have just let him go to a different team or retire. Like we didn't have to keep him. Like still, I don't know. I really just don't know. It
Did
defies logic.
did James Cook play? I mean, I think maybe he had one play. He had one good run or something. This
Cook
guy we also had to fucking keep.
Cook had
Yeah,
a huge huge play in the game.
yeah, one play.
I feel like he had a touchdown in the first on the first. I think he scored our second touchdown of the game. Uh, I don't know how many yards. I feel like he had like 100 yards and a TD overall.
Did
I'm
he?
looking it up now. Yeah,
Romeo Dobbs with a touchdown and Jaden Reed's hurt or whatever his name is.
damn Manders are
They're losing.
losing. No, Cook was fine. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, we won 41-40? I went to bed.
Shocking. Oh yeah, he had
Yeah, he had
44 yards,
3.4 rushing. That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty good.
92. He had what is that? What's 44, 58? 102 yards and a touch. 5 for
He
58
had
in
a
it.
51-yard catch. Yeah, it was like a little, like wasn't it a dump off? I mean,
Oh man, you should have heard Collinsworth on that play. Oh, he was like gushing over Allen on that play.
was Coleman good, or was he just like the only person we could throw to in the fourth quarter?
Nah, he was good in the fourth quarter. I mean, in the fourth quarter, when we were losing, when we started trying to throw the ball to receivers, and that's when we started getting all of our receivers involved.
Yeah,
So
I
I
still
don't
don't know.
know. I mean,
It's a
can
strategic
he play?
blunder, I feel like, to not try and throw the ball for 3 quarters.
Can Coleman produce within the structure? They want to control the clock and they want to play. They want to run the ball and I don't know.
I don't
Seemingly don't want to get
understand
in these
that
types
though.
of
I don't
games. Or
understand any of that strategy.
no, I know. Well, especially because the offense scores 30 plus points at will, like in their sleep. Like they have a bad game. Like the Broncos playoff game, I don't even feel like they had a good game and they scored 31 points.
Yeah, I mean, we
So
score 41
I
and
don't know.
everyone's bitching about the offense. It's very strange.
Yeah.
I don't even
No,
know what it is. It's just like we know we're dependent on Josh Allen, so what's the difference? All right, you
yeah.
gotta cook
I don't
dinner
know.
for the wife or something.
Nah, I gotta get the old man outside.
Some third or fourth dog you have. Well, we
Their
only got a
dog.
couple minutes left, anyways. I don't know the kicking off in the game. I didn't
Oh,
really
I want to
notice it
say,
too
yeah,
much,
I
but
want to, I want to say something about that. I disagree. I think it's too. They always do this.
punitive.
Like they go too far in the other direction. Like the drive starts are like 35, 30, 35, 40 yard line every time now.
But
They
the under was 12-4 last week. So I
well,
don't. I mean,
yeah. I
maybe
mean,
it's
obviously,
just. I don't know.
optically, it's like the kickers are trying to not kick the ball into the end zone.
Yeah,
So
I think it's still like they're figuring it out because there's the most
yeah,
kickoff returns, or it was the largest increase. I mean, some of those stats are just completely made up. Oh, it's the biggest increase in kickoff returns. Well, yeah, no fucking shit. If you're at the lowest and then you go back to average, that's a huge increase. I don't know. Sometimes they play with those dumb stats and like
yeah. You
make
can
them
well, you can
sound
make
bigger.
yeah, you can make stats look however you want them to. But from my vantage point, it's touchback's the 35-yard line. It's crazy. A touchback was the 20-yard line. Like how long ago?
Yeah.
And so now and they want to do. It seemed like initially they didn't want to have as many returns because they were dangerous. Now you're going to get like almost all returns because no one a touchback is like the same as kicking the ball out of bounds now. It's like
Yeah, that's what I was
5 yard
thinking
difference.
when I was
It's
watching that. Yeah, I was
strange.
thinking that like what the so if you kick it off in the end zone, that used to be the worst thing you could possibly do is kick it out of bounds. And now it's the same damn thing as kicking it in the end zone. So
Yeah.
yeah, I had the same thought.
Right. They're kicking it out of bounds and yeah, you're right. It's like there's really no difference at all. Like I don't know. They so what they had touchback was the 20, then they just changed it to the 25. I feel like that wasn't broken. Like the 25-yard line touchback. I think that's what it was 2 years ago. I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't be like in field goal range after like one first down. And the way the kickers can kick like 59 yarders now in their sleep, it's like one first down, you can kick a field goal.
And the other thing, just looking at the
So
schedule, we have three primetime home games in the first like month. What is that? I
literally a nightmare is what
I
it
don't
is.
get that. I don't understand the
You
scheduling.
you must not even like that. Who would like that?
That's too much. It's too
I mean,
much.
at least a Thursday nighter, that's not bad at least. One day of work after. But this Sunday night, we have two Sunday nighters, right?
Yeah, I
So,
guess. I don't
and
know.
it looks like the Pats might be what I thought they were too, which is good. I don't know. I just don't know where the talent is on that team.
Yeah, that's a tough L to the Raiders. But all right, so we got a minute here. Jets. I mean, Fields. I think he's going to get his in this game. And I think that Brees Hall, maybe he's having a resurgence. Last year, maybe Salah didn't like him last year or something. I don't know what it was, but I think this is going to be like a 30 to 24 game. I'm not
Is
predicting a
that your
loss in
prediction?
that.
Who's
Yeah,
winning?
I'm going 30. I'm going Bills
Oh,
30 to 24. Our defense is going to give up
yeah.
points.
I think that I think we're going to sell out to stop the run. I still think Hall will have some success. Um, but I think they're going to limit Fields. I think Fields is going to make some mistakes. I think we're going to be able to get a lead, and I see us. I see us kind of destroying the Jets. I'm going to go 40-13.
Jesus, it's gonna be a quick season. Just get you to mid-January when we could choke, huh?
I just don't see it from. I think they have one receiver who you have to worry about, and that's it. And
Yeah,
just
they're saying
key on
Lazard might have to play.